When people picture Halloween, their minds often fill with familiar shapes and shadows, pumpkins glowing with mischievous grins, bats fluttering against the night sky, and the haunting outline of a skeleton, the bare bones of what we are, standing tall in the darkness. Skeletons are perhaps one of the oldest and most recognized symbols of the spooky season. They appear in folklore, in ancient stories, and in the whispered fears of generations who looked at bones and saw a reminder of life and death. What makes skeletons so fascinating as Halloween decor is their flexibility. They can strike fear into the bravest of hearts when posed in the right way, their hollow eyes and toothy grins staring endlessly into the night. At the same time, they can bring humor and charm to a space when arranged in playful or unexpected positions. This duality, creepy yet comical, macabre yet welcoming, makes them a timeless decoration. They're the one Halloween figure that never really goes out of style. Skeletons also carry a sense of universality. No matter the culture, no matter the era, bones are bones. Everyone recognizes them, and everyone feels something when they see them. That's why incorporating skeletons into Halloween decor transforms an ordinary space into something extraordinary. They don't just stand as props. They set the tone, hinting at the strange, the eerie, and the fun that lies ahead. From front porches to living rooms, from hidden corners to wide-open yards, skeletons can be shaped into nearly any Halloween vision. The doorway, porch, or front yard is where the first impression is made, and skeletons are natural greeters for the Halloween season. A skeleton posed at the entrance is never just a figure, it's a statement. It tells visitors, trick-or-treaters, or even just passing neighbors that the ordinary rules of the everyday world stop here, and something a little stranger, a little spookier begins. A skeleton propped upright on a chair by the front door, perhaps with a hat tipped forward as if welcoming guests, becomes a humorous yet unsettling host. Another skeleton climbing the railing, dangling from the porch roof or crouched near the gate, suggests mischief and movement, as though these bones are alive with a purpose of their own. The stillness of the figure combined with the imagination of the viewer creates an atmosphere that words alone can't capture. Lighting plays a crucial role in this entrance experience. A spotlight shining upward across a ribcage casts dramatic shadows that stretch across walls, giving the impression of movement even when there is none. A flickering lantern, held in the grasp of a skeletal hand, evokes the feeling of old ghost stories told by candlelight. Even something as simple as a glow coming from within the hollow chest of a skeleton transforms the decoration into a centerpiece. The entrance is more than a passageway, it's the beginning of a story. Skeletons at this threshold mark the shift from the ordinary world to one of imagination and fright. They aren't just decoration, they are gatekeepers to the Halloween spirit. Like and share if these spooky skeleton ideas gave you chills. What sets skeletons apart from many other Halloween decorations is their ability to participate in stories. They aren't static like pumpkins or lanterns. They bend, they pose, they interact. This means skeletons can be used to create entire Halloween scenes, large or small, that feel alive with narrative. Imagine a yard transformed into a spooky concert, with skeletons holding guitars, sitting at a drum set, or belting into microphones as if they were stars of a ghostly band. Or picture a dining room where skeletons sit upright at the table, bony hands clasping goblets, forever frozen in the act of feasting. These little details tell stories that invite laughter and amazement in equal measure. Outdoors, skeletons can become part of larger, more haunting displays. Half buried in the ground with hands clawing toward the surface, they look as though they're dragging themselves back into the world of the living. A row of skeletons carrying a coffin across the lawn creates a chillingly theatrical effect, while a skeleton riding a bicycle down the driveway sparks smiles from everyone who passes by. Indoors, smaller skeletons perched on shelves, peeking out of cupboards, or slouched on sofas help weave the decoration theme through every corner of the home. The genius of skeletons lies in their versatility. They can be creepy or funny, solitary or part of a crowd, subtle or dramatic. By arranging them in ways that mimic everyday life or the afterlife, decorators can turn simple props into elaborate performances. Skeletons become the actors of Halloween, telling stories in complete silence. Don't miss our next video packed with creepy, creative ideas. The best Halloween decorations don't always reveal themselves at first glance. Sometimes it's the little surprises tucked away in odd corners that make the biggest impact. Skeletons, because of their instantly recognizable form, are perfect for this. They can be hidden or placed where nobody expects them, turning ordinary spots into moments of shock, laughter, or unease. A skeleton crouched inside a shower stall, waiting behind the curtain, can turn a simple bathroom visit into an unforgettable scare. Another posed inside a closet, with one arm stretched outward, feels as though it's been waiting years to finally emerge. Even something playful, like a skeleton perched inside a car, hands on the steering wheel, grinning through the windshield, catches people off guard and makes them look twice. Smaller skeletons expand the fun even further. Tiny figures can be placed in flower pots, peeking out from the soil, or seated on bookshelves with miniature accessories. Skeleton animals, from dogs to cats to birds, extend the theme in creative ways, suggesting that not just humans, but the entire world of creatures is part of this Halloween revival. These unexpected placements add depth to the decor. They create layers. First, the obvious decorations that everyone notices, and then the hidden gems that reward careful attention. Each discovery brings fresh delight or a jolt of unease. Skeletons in surprising places remind us that Halloween thrives on the unknown, on the idea that something uncanny might be waiting just around the corner. Subscribe for more hauntingly fun Halloween inspiration. At the heart of Halloween skeleton decor is a fascinating mix of fear and fun. Bones have always carried meaning. They remind us of the unknown, of mystery, of mortality. But in the playful world of Halloween, they also bring humor and charm. Skeletons are flexible enough to shift between moods, making them one of the most reliable decorations for creating impact year after year. Whether they stand guard at your door, form part of a silly or spooky scene, or appear where least expected, skeletons never fail to leave an impression. They embody the very essence of Halloween, a little bit scary, a little bit playful, and always unforgettable.